Hello, this is Billy Core from the Nostalgia Mall. I took a short break from YouTube. I realize that, but needed a mental health break, and two, I was out of town for a few days, so that explains it. So I just wanted to ease back into things with a more simple video. I just hooked this computer back up. I'll have to move the keyboard out of the way so I can get a good look at it. This is my Gateway 2000 4DX2-66. I've had this for 2 years now, and I have to say this is probably my favorite 486 system I've ever used. Everything just works so perfectly, and it's fast, responsive. It's just a great 486 system. Plus, has PCI, so that's an added plus. Now, I haven't used this computer since sometime last year, maybe in the fall. I kind of set it aside because I just didn't have a use for it at the moment, but I didn't want to get rid of it, obviously. This is such a good computer. So I thought in this video we'd kind of, in a way, cold start it and just see if it still works after being put away for so long. So here we go. Wish I had the cover for this monitor. Here we go. Putting out a signal. Now, while this was in storage, I did swap the sound card out for another type of Sound Blaster 16, so there may be a few hiccups along the way when we go into Windows. It's still a Sound Blaster, but it's a different kind. Apologies for the rolling video there. Probably using 75 Hertz on the monitor. All right, let's head into Windows. Here we go. Oh, sound still works. That's good. Like I said, it wasn't a major sound card swap. The Sound Blaster that was in here I needed for another computer, so I just put another Sound Blaster in it. Okay, adjusted the refresh rate. It looks a whole lot better now. Get over to the mouse. So yeah, I'm glad to say that this Gateway is still fully functional. This is its first power on of 2025. Run MSD. Or not. We could always just crash the system. That's always fun, isn't it? Okay, had to reboot the computer. I just loaded it through DOS this time like a normal person would. Whoa, I've never seen MSD do this before. We'll just reboot it and forget about MSD for now. Hopefully, there's nothing seriously wrong with this computer. Might have to run MemTest 86 on here just to make sure. Just go to the BIOS. Here we go. I'm running off a 2 gig CF card. And this computer uses a Dallas clock chip, unfortunately, but it was socketed, and I was able to replace it with one of those replacement boards from Necroware. And this computer actually has a 486 DX4-100 in it. That's an upgrade I made to it about a year or two ago. Clocked at 100 megahertz. Had to blindly adjust some jumper settings to get it to work, but works now. It originally had a DX2-66. So this is a very, very capable 486 system. It even runs Windows 95 really well. In fact, it even ran well on the DX2-66. So yeah, we're just going to forget about MSD for today, since it's not wanting to cooperate. Alright, let's load a game up on here. This is one that I've never shown on this channel. In fact, I didn't know of its existence until last year. A game called Our House, featuring the family Circus, from, I believe, 1991. Do need to install it. Gotta have plugin for Windows on here. Okay, and I think this was released by Tandy. Put it in the OH directory. I guess that stands for Ohio. And this is a edutainment title that kind of teaches you about stuff around the house and what it was like a long time ago. You hear from the baby boomers and the greatest generation, and even before that. No, I don't want to view the README. I'm a hands-on kind of guy. It's cross-training for the mind. Whatever you say.
Every now and then, remember what the world felt like when you were small. And looking down at them, I see it hasn't changed at all. So while they're standing beside you, won't you tell them the score? Won't you tell them the story of the days in the way back when? Every now and then.
So sentimental. Ooh. Makes you want to cry.
This is the facade or front of our house.
You're a facade or the front of the house.
Weather vanes still sit on top of a few of our houses, doing the same job they've done for hundreds of years, pointing out which direction the wind is blowing from. The arrow or vane turns around with the breeze till it points right into the wind, and the four directions, north, east, south, and west, are shown right below it. Nowadays, though, we get our weather reports from the radio and TV, so our houses are more likely to be topped with TV antennas or satellite dishes than with weather vanes.
Or you could be getting your weather from your smartphone through an app, but this was 1991, so...
Our wind vanes were pretty makeshift in Washington's day. They were made by local tradesmen.
How are you still alive?
Clever, but all in all, they added some decoration to our buildings.
What did yours look like?
Ours resembled a squirrel. I guess because so
Looks
many
more
of
like
them
a
lived
fish
on
to
our
me.
land that you couldn't throw a stone without hitting one. Our neighbor's vane sported roosters, angels, geese, dogs, pigs, cows, Indians, horses, and of course our national bird, the eagle. And once, when I journeyed to the coast, I saw wind vanes there decorated with sailing ships, fish, and even whales.
You know, maybe I should have saved this game for the 4th of July.
My dad sure kept his eye on the weather when I was a girl back in the 1860s.
1860s. Again, how are you still alive?
And out of habit, Dad would check that big copper rooster probably 100 times a day.
Why so many times?
'Cause he knew that when the wind changed, the weather often changed too. And if a storm was brewing, we all had to hop to it, so it didn't catch us unprepared.
This is the facade or front of our house.
Okay, I clicked it. Come on. There you go.
This is the dining room. The glasses we put out for holiday dinners are different from the everyday kind. They're called crystal, and they're very clear and hard to scratch, and there are usually designs or patterns cut into them. When sunlight or lamplight shines on this cut glass, it sparkles like a diamond, throwing off light in 1,000 different directions. And the dishes are different too. Fine china is highly polished and sometimes has beautiful designs or pictures painted on it. And it is so thin that if you hold a piece up to the light, you can see right through it.
But every time I try that, I get hollered at.
Oh, well, don't do it.
This is the dining room.
Okay.
We still call our knives, forks, and spoons silverware, but nobody really uses silver anymore.
This is for you, Luke.
Sometimes you just don't know what's good for you. Take me, for example. When I was a boy, we ate from pewter plates and drank out of pewter cups. Every meal, every day. Pewter is kind of a poor man's silver. It's got a dull metal gray color, but it shines up and will last just about forever. In fact, some of our family's pewter was made by an American hero, Paul Revere himself. Now, we knew that pewter was made with lead as one of its ingredients, but we sure didn't know that lead was so dangerous to human beings. It kind of makes me wonder what else we didn't know.
Again, how are you still alive? Even in 1991, well, maybe it was all the pewter, gave him invincibility.
This is the dining room. Here is the kitchen.
Your kitchen.
Telephones are in just about every room in today's house, but they can be found most often
I remember when they
kitchen.
looked like that.
Today's computerized phones can take calls from 2 different callers at once, talk to computers at the bank or shopping center, take messages while you are out, and actually follow you around the house.
How do they do that?
You know, portable phones.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's like 50s.
When we were kids, telephones came in one color, black, and they had dials rather than buttons. We actually shared our phone line with another family down the street. We called it a party line, and you couldn't talk on your phone if the other family was on the line, but you could hear what they were saying.
That must have been fun.
Well, remember, they could hear what you were saying too. It could get mighty uncomfortable, especially if you knew the family you shared your party line with.
I love these old, early multimedia titles. And I will drop that into my games group, wherever that went. There we go. Just keep things nice and tidy. Okay, I tried this in a previous video, I think on the 90s 2 Packard Bell, but couldn't get it to work. Let's try Garfield again, this time on a gateway. Alright, looks like we're in luck today. I don't know how well this will work on a 486. We'll find out. This is just a port of a Sega Genesis game, so it shouldn't be too demanding. Or it'll just kill the computer. At least we can just fix it doing that. I I had the Game Gear version of this game, which was a lot different being an 8-bit system, but it was a favorite game of mine back in the day. I used to play it on road trips. Okay, don't hit Alt. Okay, I gotta figure out where the... Okay, it's A. A is to jump. This will put us in the caveman level. Is the static noise supposed to continue this long? Okay, there we go. Odd choice of music, but okay. By the way, as much as I like Garfield, I can't say I'm very good at this game. Would have loved to have had the PC version of this game growing up. Didn't know there was a PC port until I was grown up. Okay, I am not doing well. Weird music, I gotta say. I think it's CD audio music. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. I hate these birds. There we go, got some life. Whoa, 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 okay. Oh, this must be, the coffee must give you invincibility. Boy, this game has a lot of bass in it. Okay, gonna play a DOS game real quick before we wrap things up. This is called Back to the Forest. Okay, apparently I'm a girl today. Because I didn't pay attention. Okay, how do I jump? Oh yeah, spacebar. Oh yeah, don't touch the frog, it'll kill you. Sounds like very southern advice. touch a frog, it'll kill you. Apparently it had a racing game with these people in it. Very unique and obscure game, gotta say. By the way, they use the same voice for the boy and girl. Keeping it simple. Oh yeah. Get extra points doing this. Alright, that's Scunny back to the forest. Disturbing. Alright, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. Hopefully something more exciting next week. Just needed to do a more restful video this week. But until next time, this is Billy Core signing off. Thank you for visiting the Nostalgia Mall. Please follow me on social media for channel and project updates. You may also support me on Patreon or as a channel member if you'd like. Until next time, this is Billy Core signing off.